One of the great difficulties of writing is that the human mind automatically will edit while it writes. It's just human nature. It's like driving a car with one foot on the brake pedal, the other on the accelerator. We just grind along and can't get anywhere very quickly. And we realize that we are never performing at a level that we're truly capable of. Most of us don't understand why this is. Now, good writing coaches understand the situation very well. And an exceptional writing coach, like Betty Sue Flowers, understands it so well, she has come up with a remedy. Now, who is Betty Sue Flowers? She is a professor of English at the University of Texas at Austin. And she's come up with a writing method that's called Madman, Architect, Carpenter, Judge. It's a brilliant method because it demonstrates a clear understanding of the problem I just described, and it's simple to use, which is really essential. So the process has 4 stages. We start with the Madman stage. During this initial step, what we're doing is brainstorming. We're writing very quickly. We write whatever comes to mind. We dash off all the phrases and ideas that we want to include in our document. We feel free to use anger, profanity, sexual content, joy, whimsy. Whatever we are feeling, whether we're going to end up using it in the final document or not, is irrelevant. The point is, free up your mind, let the ideas flow. When we write this way, we can produce a lot of copy in a short amount of time. Because what we're doing is we're writing and not editing. When we've completed this Madman phase, we take a break for a few minutes. Because writing is an exacting process, it's important to take breaks. Step 2 is the architecture phase. This involves taking the Madman's ideas and putting them into some kind of sensible order. That might be as simple as writing down 3 to 5 main points and putting them in the best order possible. In effect, you end up creating a simple outline. The architect might use only a fraction of the madman's ravings, if you will. That's fine. You use only the content that passes muster. At this point, we are writing on a large organizational paragraph level. The architect does not worry about sentence structure and other thoughts about editing. So after playing the role of architect, take another break. Then we go to step 3. Step 3 is the carpenter phase. The carpenter's job is to focus on writing full paragraphs that explain each point. The carpenter puts flesh on the bones, and like the madman and the architect, the carpenter does not concern himself or herself with editing what he or she has written. The carpenter nails the ideas together, puts them in a logical sequence, making sure that each sentence is clearly written and contributes to the point of the paragraph and leads logically and gracefully to the next sentence. When the carpenter finishes his work, the essay should be smooth and pretty much watertight. So take another break at this point, and then we go to our 4th and final phase. This is when the judge steps in and begins to adjudicate the copy. This is where we become editors, finally. And we look very critically at how we've expressed ourselves. We ask ourselves how we can improve what we've produced. This is when we inspect the punctuation, the spelling, the grammar, the tone, all the details that result in a polished final product. These details are not the concern of the madman who comes up with the imaginative ideas, or the architect who organizes those ideas, or the carpenter who nails those ideas together sentence by sentence. Save the details for the judge. Be a madman, go mad, then build a sturdy structure, then nail down the reasoning. Just make sure you keep the judge relegated to his or her chambers until it's time for your writing to go to trial, so to speak. I'm Mike Consol of MikeConsol.com. There's much more at my website.